Call of Duty just dropped the patch notes for Season 6 and the whole Haunting event thing, so let's get right into it. Season 6 Battle Pass contains a new operator, 3 new weapons, 10 new terrifying operator skins, and black cell variants for each. New weapon blueprints, creepy vehicle skins, black cell Season 6. I don't really care too much about this, so if you're interested and you want to read all that, pause and go ahead. Okay, new operators, Valeria from Black Cell, Spawn, the T100 skin, Lilith, Inarius, Ash Williams, Alucard, and Skeletor, which should be a tracer pack. And that becomes available when the Haunting starts on October 17th. Events. Prepare for the Haunting coming to Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone on October 17. The Haunting is just around the corner. Prepare for frightening thrills to shambling undead, squad hunts to take down grotesque monsters, and those infamous jump scares as the Haunting returns to Call of Duty. New weapons. We got the TR-76 Geist. I can't tell if this is the FFAR or if this is a different weapon. I've read some different things, so like, I don't actually know, to be honest with you. And of course obtained by a Battle Pass. And then we got another ISO SMG Battle Pass. And then we got the dual Karmas, the melees. There's been a new attachment added to the Lockwood shotgun. It's a Maelstrom dual trigger. A cold hammer forged dual trigger that fires both rounds simultaneously with devastating results. Okay, that sounds broken. And we got some weapon balancing. So SMGs, Lockman Shroud, reduce upper torso damage, reduce mid-fire distance damage, and minor increase in close to mid-distance damage. So buff and nerf, seems like. Mini bark buff, needed a desperate buff, so I'm glad that happened. ARs, Kastov, like buff and nerf, I think. Yeah, that looks like a buff and a nerf. FR Avancer, buff, cool. Battle Rifle's got a, all Battle Rifle's got a buff. Shotguns, Bryson got a nerf, Expedite got a buff, and MX Guardian got a nerf. Marksman Rifles, Tempest Torrent got a nerf, Lockwood got a buff, SAB got a buff and a nerf, SPR got a buff. These weapon changes are only applicable to Warzone. So for ARs, the Chimera, it got a buff. Pretty sure that's what it seems like. FR Advance got a buff. ISO got a nerf. Okay. Kastov got a buff and a nerf. M13B got a nerf. M13C got a buff. M16 got a buff. Battle Rifles, Cronin got a nerf. Attack Recon got a buff. Lockman got a buff. SA-14 got a buff. Tech V got a buff, as if they weren't good already. I don't play Warzone, so I don't know what guns are good. So don't take my word for it. Handguns. Basilisk, buff. F-Tech Siege, nerf. GS Magna, buff and nerf. P890, buff. X12s, buff. 9mm Damon, nerf. 2050 GS, buff. Shotguns. Bryson, buff. Bryson 890, nerf. Lockwood 300, buff. Max Guardian, buff. Sniper Rifles. Karak, buff. Signal 50, nerf. SPX, buff. SMGs, Bass P, buff. Fennec 45, buff and nerf. Lockman Shroud, buff and nerf. Mini Bark, buff. MX9, buff. Okay, weapon bug fixes, fixing issues causing the stat bias, occasionally display incorrect information when comparing weapons or attachments. Oh wow, that was a bug, lol. Fixed an issue with the Lockwood 300 that will cause it to do inconsistent headshot damage. Fixed an issue with some KV broadside and MX Guardian barrel attachments where they were not offering the correct stats. And then progression, so the decrease in level cap, it's now at 1250. Global bug fixes, I'm not reading all that, you can pause and read if you like. Downloads, so it's just saying that it's going to be larger than the normal season updates because they're including all the content, and they're preparing for the upcoming beta as well. Special ops, don't play it. So yeah, there's bug fixes there if anyone who plays that. New maps: La Casa, Horror Village, King gunfight map, Fight gunfight map. Bug fixes: fix an issue that could cause faction showdown vehicle challenges to track incorrectly. Fix an issue where the Snoop Dogg operator didn't appear correctly in some private matches. Fix an issue where an ISO 45 stock could display a placeholder image when customizing loadouts for private matches. Fix an issue where the UAV kill streak pings enemy locations in between scans, also multiplayer maps. Okay, ranked play. Season 6 ranked play features new seasonal rewards to unlock, including the Pro issue, SPX 80 weapon blueprint, seasonal division, large weapon decals, and much more. Yeah, changes. So obviously the new weapons are restricted, and then all the previous ones that have been released all restricted too. And then the whole SR set end of season skill setback. So if you're bronze through crimson is set back 3 tiers below. So if you finish in gold 3, you'll begin in silver 3. And then players crimson 2 and above will start season 5 in diamond 1. So if you finish in crimson or anything higher crimson 3, then you'll be diamond 1. So the unlock rewards. Okay, so those are the rewards all for it. Same thing as every other season. So this just tells you about the skins you get at the end of the season, the highest attained division that you got. So this is an update to the seasonal division rewards for season 6. They're changing it up and going to give you large weapon decals. Not that anyone cares about that, but I guess it's a unique thing because you've earned it, I guess. I don't know. And then ranked play first place, a little special thing made for that. Okay, Warzone. This is the playlist update, playlist calendar. So there's a new weapon blueprint for an AR if you do the Champions quest in Amazra. It's called Flow Through, so that'll be interesting. The Signals Intelligence contract has been re-enabled. It's been reduced to hack to 2 instead from 3. Supply box loot behavior. We've improved the behavior and visibility of additional loot that drops on the ground out of supply boxes. Okay. Buy station limited row. PRD has been replaced with a medical plate carrier which costs 4 grand. Reinforcement flare price has been increased to 7 grand up from 5 grand. That's insane. Bug fixes. Fixing issues that prevented the player who caught and deployed with buy station from being properly shown on the UI. Fixed issue related to a simulation request or behavior properly that were accepted after the player initiating the request was eliminated. Fixed an issue where field upgrades used on the train will sometimes become unusable. Fixed an audio issue with supply boxes. And then ranked player for Warzone. So, okay, so they've updated the spectator thing. Remove spectator icon on the top right of the interface that indicates how many eliminated players are spectating the active player. They've removed it. I wonder why that is. That's interesting. Okay, match rule set updates. So they've restricted the RPG in Australia. Okay, yeah, nice and nice. Deployment fee updates. Every desert is minus 110 SR plus 10 SR every 300 SR. Previously 500 SR above 10k. Up to a new deployment fee of minus 280 SR. Max fee increase from minus 230 to minus 280. Wow, they're really making you work for it. They're really making you work for it there. And the season skill setback, the same as multi-ranked. And then these are the rewards for Warzone ranked. DMZ. I don't play this, so you can pause and scroll through. Anyway, that's all for the patch notes. Not really much to cover. I thought it was going to be more to do with, I thought it was going to be more in the Halloween, but I guess more will come when it comes to the Halloween time, stuff like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Like and sub more news like this, and I will see you later in the next one. Peace.